Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Mr. Crypto Vet coming at you guys with a video update, a very important update on the future of 8 Minute Trader and YouNgevity. What is going to happen moving forward with the platform, with the program? Is there even going to be a future for the 8 Minute Trader? Well, you clicked on the right video because we're going to dive into all those details and more. So make sure you stick through all the way to the end to catch all the juicy details and what I am personally doing with my YouNgevity trading account and the 8 Minute Trader. Before we get started, I just want to remind you guys that I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is just for education and entertainment purposes only. Only invest funds that you can afford to lose. And with that out of the way, let's go ahead and dive right into the information. So I want to just share my screen right off the bat. And I want to read the message that came across Telegram a couple days ago, actually. And it reads something like this. This was from October 12th. I'm actually not going to read the whole thing because it's quite lengthy, but you can go through and read this for yourself. It's basically saying that you're receiving this email, which, by the way, I did not receive an email from them. Luckily, I am a part of the official Telegram group, or I would not have even gotten the notice to begin with. But it's just in summary saying that they are no longer going to be part of the YouNgevity brand. Right here, see, YouNgevity was recently informed that the Trading Academy is shutting down the 8 Minute Trader program at YouNgevity. They shared the following message in part. So basically, and like I said, I'm going to summarize this. You can pause the video and read it at your own time, your own discretion. But basically, it's saying that they're not going to be part of the YouNgevity brand. They're going to be separating and becoming an independent operator so they could expand to more countries, as well as provide more opportunities for the traders at large. So here's some of the key takeaways. So new enrollments of the 8 Minute Trader digital mega pack are no longer available for purchase. YouNgevity will stop charging your auto ship after October 15th. So today is the 16th of October. You won't get charged anymore for your auto ship with 8 Minute Trader. If you do currently have one, 8 Minute Trader has committed to delivered with the live calls and the benefits of being an 8 Minute Trader member for 30 days past the final auto ship date. So that means through November 14th of 2023. If you choose to change your auto ship, if you choose, you may change your auto ship or purchase to qualify for October commissions. That's totally up to you. But we're going to get into some of the details here. You can see all of the emojicon and some of the reactions there to that message at the bottom. Let me stop this share. So I'm going to give you 2 points of views. I'm going to give you the perspective from the 8 Minute Trader team. I'm going to give you my perspective and my view after. So the point of view from YouNgevity and the 8 Minute Trader, I have heard rumor through the grapevine that the attrition has gone down. People aren't necessarily holding on to their membership once they come on board. This is a classic example of over delivering, over promising, and under delivering, in my point of view, which we'll get to that a little bit later. But from YouNgevity's point of view, the membership numbers just aren't quite there like what they thought they would be. Another thing to consider is that there has been a lot of change, a lot of fluctuations in between traders, in between the alerts, in between when we first got started with this September of last year. And a lot of the folks that got started, even in my own personal team, aren't around to this day. Now, what does this mean for them to have the freedom and separate and go their own ways? Well, now they're going to be able to open it up to a whole bunch of different things that maybe they couldn't do because YouNgevity had their hands tied due to regulations, due to legalities, due to a whole bunch of different stuff. If you weren't on the call this morning, Sal did mention that this will allow him to have more time with the traders so he can teach his own way of trading. He never intended for it to be what it is today with himself leading the calls, but it kind of just is what it is. And that's kind of where we are today with the 8 Minute Trader. As far as the software, he didn't really touch too much on the software. He didn't really touch too much on if Coach Max and Coach Ryan would follow either. But what we can gather is that he said that he will keep us updated as they go along, as they progress through the month. So that way, if people want to follow the 8 Minute Trader onto their own independent platform, they're more than able to do so and can do so when the time does come. It just won't be attached to the YouNgevity brand. So, do I think the future is bright for 8 Minute Trader? According to what they are saying and what they're suggesting, things should look up from here, and more people will have the ability to enroll. Now that that part is out of the way, I am going to give you my hot take and my 2 cents on what I think happened here and what I'm going to be doing in the future regarding 8 Minute Trader and all of its software. I personally think that Sal has worked himself into the ground. He's gone day in, day out, from very early in the morning to very late at night, trading and testing and doing all these things. And in the end, that has hurt not only him, but it has hurt the 8 Minute Trader brand as a whole. There's a lot that has been promised since even before the official launch, which I've been there since nearly day one, all the way back to the Ontario event and before that with the 8 Minute Trader when they were opening up the calls for free for people. If you guys were a part of those days, drop something in the comments so you know what I'm talking about. But yes, at one point or another, 8 Minute Trader was free to hop on the calls in the morning, and you can trade with Coach Mo. That leads me into another thing. A lot of people really preferred the coaching style of Coach Mo, even Coach Tim. And Sal kind of came on here within the last month or two and took the reins. There's been a lot of chit chat going back and forth in the YouNgevity chat for those who are part of the Rev chat. And basically, a lot of people's opinions have been, so Tim has done a really good job of defending the 8 Minute Trader and YouNgevity as a whole, given a lot of scenarios and saying why we're not privy to some of the information that we would like to hear on our side as a consumer. But at the end of the day, that's exactly what the consumer wants, is to have some sort of communication. The communication has been very poor in my personal opinion, and I think that they need to do a way better job at communicating some of the more important details. Am I disappointed? Yes, 100%. I am not anywhere near where I thought I would be with my trading journey that I got started with 8 Minute Trader. My goal was for 2 to 3% a day with this, which is something that was very reasonable. This is how it was presented to us in the beginning when we first got started, and I'm nowhere near those type of results based on the recommendations that they've been giving, based off of the alerts, based off of the morning calls. There's just a whole bunch of information and data that I could share with you, which I'll get to. Actually, I can share my prop firm screen and I'll show you my status along the past 81 days, I believe it is. My goal personally was to come in here with a prop firm account and pass the prop firm account and just trade with that going forward with manual trading, not necessarily focusing so much even on the alerts, but just so much the live open calls in the morning. Have I been let down? I think not only have I been let down, but I think a lot of people in the community have been let down. And that's why people are leaving in the droves. I've noticed a huge decline in paid membership just in my own personal team alone. I also think that the education that was promised has not really been kept up to par with how it was presented to a lot of people when they first got started. Basically, for a new trader to come on, there's a lot that's required as far as getting your software set up, getting your account set up. And they have done great videos on how to do that in the back office for those people who take the time and invest in themselves to take part in those recorded courses. It's a great start. But as far as the actual fundamentals, support and resistance, the videos are extremely old, kind of outdated, and kind of difficult to find for a new person. I found myself constantly having to host my own weekly classes, which is fine. I don't mind doing that because I've been trading for almost 4 years myself. So it's no big deal to me. But as a platform, I feel like this should be the bare minimum that you should provide to customers who are coming on board using your trading academy. If it is going to be a true academy. And I know with the addition of Coach Max and Coach Ryan, we're supposed to be receiving some education from them as well, more particularly Coach Max. And I know I've got people even to this day asking me, hey, when's the education coming? When's the education coming? And I have yet to see anything get updated in our portal to have that basic, like, 101 what is Forex and how to properly navigate the charts. So I think they definitely, struck out there with that aspect of it. On top of that, the alerts. What happened to the alerts after the event in Vegas? We're supposed to be getting this huge update, huge innovation, which they did release the update, but it feels like once they released that update, nobody talked about it, nobody trained on it. And that was just very, very weird. They gave a lot of data that you could go into the back office and see, which was incorrect. So they, like I said, they kind of overpromised and underdelivered on a lot of what they were supposedly going to offer to their client base. And once again, you see a whole bunch of numbers have dropped in the academy with YouNgevity. And I think that is partially one of the reasons why they plan on separating. What is their goal when they separate, and how are they going to bring this back to life? I don't know, but it seems very unorganized. Myself personally, I will not be following them to their own independent program, their own independent project when they separate. A part of the reason that I did get started with these guys is because they were attached to YouNgevity, which is a very, very reputable name in the network marketing industry. And they were backed by a very reputable company, but now they're going to be out on their own. I know what their track record has been in the past. So until I see a positive track record moving forward, then maybe I might consider restarting a package, but I highly, highly doubt it. I found something completely, completely better, which I'll be talking about in another video. We've been trading with a master trader who has 40 years of not retail trade experience, but institutional level trade experience. He's behind some of the programming of some of the most notable apps that you can go out there in the currency exchange markets. And that's right. I said he's a developer of that. He has a 90% win rate with his trades. And I've been with him for only a week and some change now. And I'm already seeing some growth on my account just by following him. So he's got great education, which I really, really adore. And let me just take a break and say education is the most crucial part of trading. Anybody can come in and click buttons. That's very easy to do. As we've seen, I've got people started who come in and they'll just click, 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 click. But this is a legitimate skill set. If you do not have the skills to know how to properly manage your risk, how to properly locate an entry, how to properly exit an entry, when's the best time of the day to be trading, you have to look at news, you have to understand world economics, you have to understand all of this stuff, and it all comes together. And when you put all of the pieces of the puzzle together, that's what gives you a really good win ratio, not just coming in and clicking some buttons because somebody else is telling you, okay, I'm going to get into the trade, okay, I'm going to get out of the trade now. I promise you won't have success if that's the only way that you're approaching the market. So you have to have the education. This is a valuable skill set that will pay you very handsomely if you know how to use it and how to apply it in the market, in the charts every single day. So back onto the 8-minute trader. I think a lot of that was missing. Many people were coming just to the market open calls in the morning to follow a professional. And the win ratio there, they used to say in the beginning, we have a 70% win ratio. But at some point, they just kind of stopped counting because the losses really outweighed the wins. And I have actual evidence of this. I'm going to share my screen here. So I have a prop firm account with the funded trader, and you can see here that luckily a few months ago they took away the 35-day expiration for your phase 1 and phase 2 accounts. And as you can see here, this account is now 81 days, 1 hour, 20 minutes, and 35 seconds old. So thank goodness that they took away that 35-day clock, or I would have failed this challenge a long time ago. But since there is no time limit and no expiry, no expiration, I'm still in the challenge. My win rate is 53%. My loss rate is 46%. So I'm actually winning more trades than I'm losing. However, the wins don't outweigh the losses that I take. I'll come down, I'll win, and then the losses will just take out the wins. I'll come down, and then I'll win, and then the losses just take out the wins. And then it's just this trail of over and over and over, this cycle of losing and trying to crawl your way back because we're in drawdown. Or I mean, there's a whole bunch of other reasons why this is not a profitable account. And I mean, you can see it's plain as day here. Out of all the people who I have personally enrolled, I have had one person pass a phase one, and that's about it. They never successfully got past that. There is a prop firm account inside of the YouNgevity 8 Minute Trader Telegram chat, the Rev chat. And I know some people who have successfully passed prop firms in there. So I'm not saying that you can't pass a prop firm with 8 Minute Trader. However, I'm saying that there is more unsuccessful people than successful people as far as a prop firm is considered when you take into account the alerts as well as the market open calls. Depending on your trading strategy, your trading style, everyone's going to have a different result. But I just showed you my result over the past 81 days. I've had plenty of people reach out to me and ask, hey, what's up with that prop firm? How's that prop firm coming along? Well, there you have it. I just revealed. I've recently, like I said, transitioned over into a new program altogether. And the way this guy teaches, I'm telling you, I've never seen anything like it. It is nothing like what we do on the retail side. There's plenty of tools, plenty of indicators, plenty of everything that you could ever want and more to successfully have a 90% or more win ratio. And I'm really, really excited to share that video coming soon. That is where I'm going to be investing my time, my money. Oh, and did I mention that it's way less expensive than the 8 Minute Trader without having to come up with the initial $5.99 to get started? You come in for one set monthly fee, which is less than the cost of the 8 Minute Trader. I'll be sharing all those details and more in an upcoming video. If you want those details ahead of time before I release that video, be sure to hit me in the Telegram. I'll leave my personal Telegram handle in the description below this video, or you can email me as well. But as far as my journey here with the 8 Minute Trader, it has officially come to an end. The people who got started on this journey with me with 8 Minute Trader, I'm curious to see what your results have been. Please leave a comment down below. Let me know what your experience has been like. Even if you're not on my team, please go ahead and leave a comment down below. Let me know what your experience has been like. I'm sure there's plenty of people who have had positive experience and will follow Sal and the team and all the developers over into the new program, which is completely fine. I am not against that. Trust me, 100%. If this is the style of trading that you want to learn and do on a daily basis, then hey, by all means, go for it. I am not stopping, and this video is not intended for me to stop people from doing that. I'm just personally sharing where YouNgevity is as a whole, where 8 Minute Trader is as a whole, what my personal opinion and my personal viewpoint is on the matter at hand. And that's basically about it. We haven't received any updates. Like I said, that whole communication piece earlier, communication has been very poor. Somebody asked Sal about what's going to be happening to the future this morning, and he kind of like snickered and laughed a little bit and said, well, we said there's going to be updates, so you'll get updated when we update you. And in my opinion, that's just not how we should be conducting business. At least give the people a roadmap of what's going to be happening soon. If you've been planning this in the background, you could have at least planned out a roadmap to let people know what's going to happen. What's going to happen to the people who just paid the $5.99 last month? How do I explain this transition to them? So, I mean, there's a lot of unanswered questions that we're still waiting on, and I don't have that information. We're just waiting on updates from the team. We're waiting on updates from 8 Minute Trader to see how we're going to move forward, and what is going to happen to people's money who just got started. So I know we do have until November 14th if they're valuing that $5.99 plus $1.99 for 1 month's worth of a subscription. I mean, that's kind of poor on their side, but once again, that's just my opinion, and my opinion they could probably care less about at this point, since they're already making these moves to move independently. I really did enjoy the trading when Coach Max and Coach Ryan came on. I was seeing a lot of success with that, but then their hours got cut. So, I mean, really, at the end of the day, there's just a lot of miscommunication um, with the alerts. What's happening with those? Like, how do people take advantage of that? What are the best settings for that? So, in their new independent platform, I'm sure there's going to be a lot more information on that, but it's just not something that I'm willing to risk again, especially if you have to pay again a new $5.99. It's just not worth it. The value isn't there for me personally. So I'm going to be moving on with this new project. And this is goodbye for me for the 8 Minute Trader and YouNgevity. I do still have the vitamins and the supplements that they have, the 90 for life. So I'll be keeping my account open for that. YouNgevity is a remarkable company that has been around for decades. And I do really enjoy some of their products that they have. So I'll be sticking around for those. But at this point, my 8 Minute Trader subscription is going to be canceled effective yesterday, October 15th. They won't pull any more money for that. So if you guys have any questions, or if I didn't address something that you had specific questions to in this video, please feel free to reach out to me at my email, cryptoteamflash@gmail.com, or you can at me directly on Telegram. That's the fastest and most effective way to reach out to me. I can get back to you much quicker than if you email me, but I still will get back to the people who email me as well. Sorry, I don't have any better news for you at this point in time, but stay tuned. I do have a video that's going to be dropping talking about this new project that I'm working on. And if you guys are excited about learning how to actually trade and how to apply trades, when to trade, the best time of market. I mean, the best of the best that you could possibly have as far as education goes, the best of the best as far as a trainer goes who has 40 years of institutional level training, then definitely stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe, hit that little bell notification to be notified each and every time I drop some new content onto the channel. You guys won't regret it. I promise you that. So that's all that I have as far as an update on this video. You guys take care. I'll talk to you on the next one. Peace.